lessons involve contracts. Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is your daily vibe, Pisces, for the collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart. If there's a Pisces in your environment, keep in mind that tarot is entertainment. If it doesn't resonate with you, check other aspects of your chart and some of my other videos. I have loaded the new contest for December, so I'm picking multiple winners. If you're interested in winning a free reading with me, check out the community board. A good day to subscribe, like, share, comment, spread the word. Go to the community board, find the contest so that you can register to win your free reading. Those of you that are interested in my products and services, courses and webinars, as well as booking a reading with me, the link to Etsy is in the description box, and the extended to this video is made available through our Shark Patreon members. So if you're interested in joining us on the other side, the link to Patreon is in the description box also. We have the merchandise. We have the members section here on YouTube. But more importantly, guys, stay posted on the community board. Check your notification bells as the coupon codes, all of the products and specials, as well as anything new, the agenda is loaded on the community board. So as we get started, one thing that I wanted to do different today is I have the icebreaker here to get started. I'm going to take one card for love, one card for finance, and that's going to help generate the energy for those love and finance readings that I'll be posting today. So those of you that are watching the Daily Vibe, if you are interested and if it resonates, you can go check out those readings as well. Okay, so as we get started, for some of you, I get a lot of finance energy. I have physical work. For some of you, could be corporate America. So I'm not necessarily talking to my entrepreneurs. Some of you, you could be incorporating your business or thinking about forming a corporation. It also talks about like if you had a phase of rest or taking it easy, you know, or if that's something that you need to do now, because I don't want to say that, you know, there's some things that you have to give or have to give up. There's some things that you may want to give up so that you can get more of other things. For instance, like, I don't know, if you're working and that takes up a lot of your time and you want more time to dedicate towards something else. Things like that, right? Stability, security, control could be a situation. Others of you getting organized, you know, developing a strategy. Standing in your power is important. So I know that some of you here looking at this Four of Swords, it could be an energy of victory for something you've already worked for, something you've worked on. It also talks about like popularity for some of you guys and victory in that. So maybe someone sees, you know, or you are finally seeing, you know, something. I don't want to put, you know, the words in all of your mouths as this is very general, but I like it. One thing I did notice, and it's funny, and because I've never noticed it, and it's still funny because I'm goofy, but you know how the Three of Swords talks about entanglements, heartbreak, pain, and stuff like that, and thankfully the Four of Swords talks about healing that. For the first time ever, and I've had this deck for over a year, it's like, it looks like Will Smith a little bit with this Four of Swords, and the fact that, you know, Jada had the whole entanglement thing. This is kind of like healing energy, and I swear it's making that face, that meme that they made about Will, doesn't it? Like just a little bit, like squint your eyes. I know you see it. So I thought that was crazy. Healing from the past. I love that we are in a new month, headed into a new year. So some of you guys may be healers or wanting to use your gift to generate, you know, more income. In the center of the reading, something talks about work, you know, so I don't know if work is challenging, finding that missing piece to your puzzle, working together, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody could be, or you know, really trying to control it all. So maybe teamwork, where one person is sitting out while the other person is delegating. And, you know, something that may need to be found throughout the reading says working together and finding the missing point. Another synchronicity that I saw here is like working with your hands. And I've said that this is like the second reading, I think, this week, because look at this card where he has the two hands on what looks to be like this little DNA link. And then this person, who I don't know why looks like Drake to me, has their hands on like the two wands, but these two wands make this cube. And the cube, you know, if you're into like the cube of space, or, you know, just any of that esoteric knowledge where it talks about self-mastery and moving through the tarot suit to become the emperor, or in control of your life, or stability, something that could be controlling you that needs to be put to rest, or controlling a situation. So as we get started with the reading, really quick, just to confirm, I have the slowing down and taking it easy for some of you. It also talks about like healing or communication that comes in that may be healing, as the Knight of Swords could also talk about thinking or swiftness, something that needs to be done pretty fast. Okay, it also talks about impulsiveness. The 8 of coins, with the 2 of coins would be 10 coins. And for some of you, like I said, it definitely is about going the distance or being distant. Messages, multiple messages, and swiftly here. The 10 of Pentacles does talk about wealth. And if we're talking about wealth and work, or finding the missing link, that's cool. Some of us, it's like take action, stay busy, juggling, learning to do something else, learning a new skill, a new trait. And then with the Emperor, we have the Star. Hopes, wishes, dreams, Aquarian energy. I definitely love that. So something that you guys are hoping, wishing, and possibly dreaming for. All right. Maybe you've had some anxieties about it. Something about the unknown. Will it go through? Will it work? When will this change? So we are going to get started with the reading, guys. I want to start with an oracle card. Okay. Just to give some additional enlightenment. It's so beautiful outside. And we have the shaman. And look at the hands again. When I say working with your hands, for some of you, healing something. I have the village. And I also have more justice energy. I like that. So when I shuffled the cards when we started the video, it was something about physical work too. So I don't know what it is about physical work. For some of you, what you're thinking about, how that applies to you, but this may come up in the extended. I just wanted to throw that term out there because it kept coming up. Now, the shaman talks about the medicine woman, the sorcerer, the Maggie, okay? And it's crazy that I think Jay-Z on his 444 album, or maybe before, there was another album that he called the Magus. So you saw the Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, could be Queen of Pentacles energy. I don't know, it may apply to some of you, like mastering self, trying to get to the top of your game. And we'll go ahead and just read this oracle card. So 3 archetypal ingredients, and notice I took out 3 cards for the introduction, constitute the shaman, and all must be in order to reveal its magic. Okay, so first, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study. Okay, the logic of the 4 of Swords. So the mentor, second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self. Also the 4 of Swords and healing. The other and the culture, the healer, and the third shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions, old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. In this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred. So I feel the Emperor is a bit of a master there. Yet, where there is power, there is shadow. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. So when in light, it talks about fearless student and practitioner. When in dark, it talks about overpromising, blames, hurt self, and others. So just be mindful of that. The shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. think of it like bringing on, marinating. Okay. Oh, think of it like brining. Okay. Think of it like brining or marinating. The content must permeate every fiber of its being. Okay. It takes time. So, contrary to popular belief, the shaman archetype appears in every vocation: teachers, directors, surgeons, and see, didn't I say something about working with the hands? Politicians, we did see the emperor, and poets are just a few of the faces that the shamans may wear. Now, look at that. The Four of Swords could be an energy of a poet, that is communication. It talks about rest and peace and meditation, which is also the hermit's, pathway at times to the other side. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which could talk about money and what you do for work, okay? Or cycles, discipline, order, and structure. And then we had the Emperor that also talks about directors and politicians. So that's so cool. If not in your energy, we do pick up cosmic messages about things that are, coming to a head and how it could affect you, Pisces. So that was pretty cool. Very interesting energy today. So the current energy, something that's most important about your situation. Let's say that. About the situation. Oh, shit. Now, if not Capricorn in your chart, which I feel supports the Eight of Pentacles with discipline, something about discipline, moving away from the binding, self-sabotage, overthinking. Others of you, I do feel like it's an end of a cycle for some of you. And so I'll have to check astrologically what Capricorn is doing. And Saturn is its buddy usually, so we have to check those things. But it could talk about rebellion, for some of you that are wanting to pull away from this Empress energy, because maybe you had to sit it out on the bench and you don't feel like you're a bench rider. Or it's like you want more out of life and you're trying to find that missing piece or the missing link. Now, I feel with all of the pentacles that we saw and with the Emperor and then this energy being so strong, a major arcana coming out at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is like when I said you would be, getting more attention, the notoriety that you deserve. Unless you have, like I said, a Capricorn in your immediate environment, it could talk about that. Others of you, this could have something to do with materialism, temptation, fear, hate, violence, sexual aggression, lust, worldly desires, someone ignorant in your environment, deception, and impotence. But the current energy, I feel, with the other supporting cards, may talk about Mars, may talk about Saturn, may talk about Capricorn, or, like I said, discipline, order, and structure. Now, like, if this is a person, it's iffy, okay? If it is a love situation, it definitely could be nothing negative and just a lot of lust and, no boundaries and all kind of things, right? If this is how you feel, it can indicate that a few things depending on who you are, right? And who you're inquiring about. If you're asking about love interest, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then the possibility is that there's an obsession somewhere possibly. Or like I said, blinded to lust and temptation. If it's more so about how you are feeling, you know what I mean? It could be, again, obsession, because I saw the Nine of Swords. So kind of like anxiety, losing sleep, overthinking, feeling worry of some sort. But the bottom of the deck is like maybe for some of you, you've become aware of something. Or when it talks about a raise in your awareness, maybe this is, like I said, a raise in pay for some of you, because the Devil card with some other indicators does indicate like a windfall of change. Those of you that are into herbs and candles and spells, I know that I use, they call it the devil's shoestring. I think it's black claw, something like that, black claw. It's actually used in a lot of money spells. And so for this card to come out, sudden gains, successes, and wins, I'm still feeling a lot of finance. I don't feel a lot of negative energy toward like self-sabotage and binding or materialism, but we'll see what's crossing the devil for you in this reading. Oh, okay. Well, here are those 2 pentacles that came out with the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles does talk about working with the moon cycles, right? Or just cycles, so working with the moon or working around the clock, you know, and the moon cycles and time and the clock could be all significant. We did just recently have a full moon, I think in Gemini, and the moon is now in Cancer. So, you know, maybe when the moon phase moves to Capricorn, this could be something for you, right? But the 2 of Pentacles talks about gaining momentum, juggling, financial embarrassment. For some of you, something that you're not seeing. For others of you, if this is love, this is definitely, you know, 2 people in separation, separated by whatever those subconscious or binding energies are, or coming together by temptation, lust, obsession, lessons. And then when I talk about lessons and contracts, you got 2 pentacles here. So how these 2, you know, contracts kind of tie into each other and some of the unknowns about this situation. All right. Now, there could be a bit of confusion going on in this situation. May have ended in heartbreak in the past, but it feels like somebody is going to make a realization that could make someone else happy. And if you say, well, where did that come from? Well, here's the confusion. The multiple times we've tried this, or I've tried to communicate with you, or the chaos around the, you know, consciousness of it or the emotions of it. But then here I have, you know, after the heartbreak, with the star, you know, some type of happiness coming in, some type of contentment, something that you'll be happy about. For some of you, it could even talk about wish fulfillment. So it's like wish fulfillment comes, there's nothing to worry about. Something that may have you up late at night, or may have hurt your feelings or something like that. There's no need to worry, because look, in the past, like I said, heartbreaking energy, something you were waiting on that may not have come to fruition, or some of you may be feeling stuck in a love situation, stuck in a financial situation, or just like in your life purpose, just something about this unknown. We also recently had the eclipse, where the hangman is the enlightened one that always has the sun energy near the crown chakra, and then the challenging aspect we have here, the moon. So with the full moon, you know, and the sun near the crown chakra, and this gaining momentum or these ties, that's very interesting. So if you are wanting to join us on the other side, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Sharks, as we continue this, I am very interested to see what you may feel binded to, if there are any sexual obsessions or temptations, and then something that you question that hurt you or made you feel stuck in the past. It may be something revealed in that energy, okay? Until next time, guys. Namaste.